Greetings and salutations, this is a Dragon Barrows video. Just took this past couple of months, I've just been hearing the like a series of debates on this musical artist Sam Smith. A lot of people are saying that this person is one of the greatest artists of all time. This person is one of the most craziest people alive to do what he's been doing. I would respect, to be honest with you, I just find this artist to be the most boring entertainer alive. On a couple of clips I've seen this artist. They stick the tongue out, try and do it in a provocative manner. Uh, I am going to show my age here. I am not ashamed to be 40, but you gotta look at the history of music and how music has been changing throughout the years. Though this artist came out long before I was born, Mr. Gene Simmons. Yes, the lead guitarist and sometimes singer from the band Kiss. Well, from the Sam Smith side of things, just having like this device inserted into the mouth where he can just go sticking out his tongue and doing allegedly vulgar acts. I'm like, come on, Sam Smith. Oh, look at me! I can stick out my tongue. I'm like Gene Simmons. Uh, uh. That's nothing. Gene Simmons, when he performed that sort of that sort of tongue uh, performance art on the stage when in the height of his popularity, Gene Simmons literally gave you something to fear, something to be concerned about. With like the demon face paint on, him slowly, like him spewing out this blood, and him go with the tongue sticking out, the droplets of this fake blood drip slowly drooling out of his tongue, the blood trickling down, like dribbling down here and going across the chest, like the medieval nightmare-inducing chest plate of his. Now that is impressive. That is pomp. That is the circumstances of hell. But just seeing Sam Smith do it, firstly, that device that this artist inserts in the artist's mouth, yeah, it's like putting your tongue, trying to fit your tongue in like that, you know. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Um, Hard. It's not impressive at all. Smith, you damn idiot. If you want to learn how to do a tongue thing properly, go to New York and go to New York State in the United States and call up Gene Simmons so he can teach you a few things. Boring, boring, boring. The tongue thing is so boring. Then you look at the attire of Sam Smith. Shit. Oh, look at me. I can walk out on stage literally wearing underpants. I can walk out on the stage wearing all these high heel boot thingies, and look at me. I can dress up like a woman. Woo! No. Really, Sam? Again, I'm showing my age here. You are nothing more than a Dee Snider from Twisted Sister wannabe. Oh, look at me. I'm dancing on stage wearing women's attire. Don't I look hot? Don't I look so intimidating? Don't I look so deviously questionable? Please. You're just riding the coattails of Dee Snider, of the band Twisted Sister. And yes, I am a sick motherfucker. I am a sick motherfucking friend of Twisted Sister. In other words, I am a fan of Twisted Sister. Like I am a part of the Kiss Army too. And with what this Sam the Sam Smith the artist is doing, the songs have no merit. The songs have no feeling behind them, and the energy level is bloody stupid. It's low. It's like a single. It's like a single bar on a cell phone reception at best, you know. Nearly dying at worst. So low. The whole satanic imagery, the so-called not the so-called, the Christian satanic imagery. Oh. With what Sam Smith is doing, it's this kindergarten, play school nonsense. Oh, look at me. I'm wearing horns. I'm having a pitchfork. I am scary. Hey! I have all these big, buff, beautiful men dressed up as little devils. I am such a evil person incarnate. Yay! Yay! Should I say boo? Come on. Sam Smith is nothing more than a little preschool, kindergarten, demonic creature at the very least. If you want real scary, look at bands like Lordi. Look at bands like Slipknot. Look at a musical great who can really put the chills off the Christian the Christian version the Christian answer to hell in your soul, like Marilyn Manson and Alice Cooper. Let's look at Lordi. Lordi has more like the gothic sense, decking the stage out true in true nightmare-inducing imagery. Like you got like some towering structure, some gothic architectural design on the stage, and then you got this. Then you got this band who rocks up on stage wearing mm, wearing this you know wearing the this full on headgear motif where you don't know what they actually look like. They disguise their identities. They rock up on stage wearing over the top gothic motifs, like something you would read, like you would watch in a gothic horror movie, something that you would see in various media of said genre, gothic horror. To be honest with you, I'd pinch Sam Smith on the cheek, but I be so in awe of Lordi. Then let's look at Slipknot. Slipknot, they wear the more of a modern horror movie esque sort of coverings of their heads. Though they wear some like more normally sort of clothes, but yet those clothes, along with their headwear, gives them an aura of a modern day thrash, that like more of a the slasher horror film, something along the lines of Freddy Krueger in Nightmare on Elm Street, Leatherface in Halloween, and the Ghostface character from the Scream franchise of movies. That is what Slipknot means to me. You got this intense, got like this. If you don't like what we are saying, we're gonna slit your throat and watch you bleed. But you look at Sam Smith wearing like a World War II German helmet with two horns one on each side of the head, and running around with like a plastic red pitchfork. Back in the 90s, I could have done that for a Halloween costume. I could have gone to some woman's lingerie store and get some lingerie. And hello, a young teenage me dressing up like Sam Smith of today. Hardly anything scary about it. Even if Sam Smith does add a bit of makeup or rouge to the costume, this artist is not going to be shocking or provocative or even the this shocking state, because let's look at Alice Cooper. And when Alice Cooper walked up on stage, you felt an energy. You felt this sense of doom and dread. Has similar style of gothic imagery on stage, as I may mention with the band Lordi from earlier in this video. And to have this sort of Sam Smith guy go, look at me, I've got all these beautiful things on stage. It's supposed to be scary. It's supposed to be shocking. It's supposed to be horror related. Oh boy. It it looks like Sam Smith just got a Casper the Friendly Ghost and thought it was scary and said, "Look at me, I'm Casper the creepy devil." Oh. Sorry for that. Sam Smith does deserve. The reason why I'm laughing at Sam Smith is not because I think he's funny. I think he's pretty pathetic. I think this artist is a pathetic excuse of being controversial and horrifying. And let's look at the other artists I made mention of. Marilyn Manson. You got this guy who had borrowed some of similar imagery as Kiss, similar imagery as Twisted Sister, a more evil version of Alice Cooper. Put it together and made it work. Going up on stage, wearing the woman's attire, the like a little bit of makeup. You look at Marilyn Manson versus Sam Smith. Which one would you think is a cuddly teddy bear? And you look at one and see, is this guy going to kill me? I would think Marilyn Manson would be more the guy that is going to kill you than Sam Smith. Because Sam Smith looks like a preschool, kindergarten version of all of these acts that I made mention earlier. Even with this artist singing, it brings up nothing. Literally nothing. There's no real power. There's no real substance to the vocals. I've made mention of Slipknot. Powerful has a force. Alice Cooper has this slithery snake vibe that would make you feel like you're going to get killed in a slow, drawn out manner. Gene Simmons from Kiss. You know that you are going to get majorly wrecked. You look at Lordy. You know that you're going to go through a lot of the Christian hell just to enjoy the music. Then you, as I've made mention, Marilyn Manson, a far more wicked and Christian demonic version of Alice Cooper, in how he presented himself, in in how in how he sings. All of these artists I've made mention now, you can look into their eyes and know that that your soul is getting killed. You know that your emotions are going to be going, what the hell has just happened to me? But you look in Sam Smith's eyes, shit. There's a song, there's a children's uh, TV show here in Australia called Play School. All I'm just seeing in the eyes of Sam Smith is, there's a bear in there, a chair as well, people with games and stories to tell. Open wide, come inside, it's Play School. Something wholesome and very much the most least scary thing ever. To be honest with you, if this Sam Smith wants to be so controversial, well then why do a Sesame Street version of Marilyn Manson and Alice Cooper? This concert is brought to you by the letter S and the letter S. For Sam Smith. Yay! Yay! And the number 0 for how scary it is. Oh, please. Even rocking up at these award ceremonies dressed in bizarre and outlandish attire. This recent, when I first was introduced to this Sam Smith person, wearing a balloon outfit. Lady Gaga looked more intimidating, looked more shocking and provocative in wearing that meat dress than Sam Smith could ever do on the. If Sam Smith walks up to these award ceremonies wearing like a meat meat dinner suit, I'll be just thinking, shit. Look at that Lady Gaga wannabe. Lady Gaga made Sam Smith her bitch. And Lady Gaga is the true evolution from what Madonna did back in the 80s. Madonna, now extinct when it comes to being the shock jock queen of the music scene. Lady Gaga has taken that title, has taken that position, has taken that royal position over Madonna. And with what Sam Smith has done, he is just like, okay, Mr. Simmons, can I clean your tongue? Can I clean your boots? Can I clean this of you? Oh, Paul Stanley, can I do this for you? Can I do that for you? Even like, I can even see Sam Smith rocking up to Marilyn Manson and goes, uh, Mr. Manson, sir, can you please use and abuse me like you say in your songs? I've been a bad little boy and I need to be punished. This is how boring and irrelevant Sam Smith as an artist is. Trying to do this this non-gender specific thing on stage. Come back to us when your identity is a bit more shocking than they them. Just go away and come back to us when you're a bit more controversial. The like this whole so-called Christian demonic scene that they are trying to do. Come back when you got something really shocking and really horrific to show us. Go away and come back when you have this all sorted. There's hardly anything shocking about Sam Smith. From when I first started, when I've done research for this video, well, I've just seen Sam Smith do jumping around from different identification nonsense to being a Casper the Friendly Ghost version of Alice Cooper, Marilyn Manson, and Dee Snider, trying to act all intimidating like Gene Simmons, like Slipknot, but acting more along the lines of a kindergarten slash preschool like actions going like when Sam Smith thrusted his genitalia towards the crowd, is just like, oh, how cute. It looks like some little kid wearing speedos, their mother's high heels, and trying to be all evil in that. Hardly anything scary. Running around with a pitchfork that is redder than this generic Coke label, It's not scary at all. If you're going to use the red lights, shit. One guy that I know knows how to use the red lights properly. One guy that I know uses it to truly intimidate his opponents. And that guy is the professional wrestling mastermind called Kane. With the pyros going up, and then like the red lights come down, and just seeing Kane masked or unmasked come down to the ring, you know that real bloodshed is going to be done. Not like this mixing up some sex fetish tongue licky outy thingy like pathetic, like if Gene Simmons had a bit of a stroke and having like this whole red light thing coming down. Oh, look at me, I am so evil. You're not being evil at all. Let me just finish off by saying this. I grew up in an era where shock television was key. Sorry, bit of dust there. Like, being shocked and provocative was the thing. Like 20 years before I was a teenager, Kiss and Alice Cooper with Lemmy Kilmister from Motorhead. Lemmy Kilmister from Motorhead, though he is gone, may the great Odin accept him in Asgard, thrashing out the deepest, most raunchiest metal on the planet. And you got Ozzy Osbourne, the saint that is evil. I grew up in an era where these artists ruled. Biting up, just grabbing a bat by by the body, biting the head off, having on stage executions, blood dripping from the mouth. There you got the whole wearing women's attire thing. All these things have been done in the past. It's not like Sam Smith is doing things that are shocking and provocative. That's what he is. That's what Sam Smith is. Period. Not shocking. In the Christian demonic actions, it's all been done before, Sammy boy. It's all been done before. Very boring. Nothing vulgar. Running around. You run around like a little child on stage. It's like you saying, Look at me, mummy. I'm wearing your bra. I'm wearing your panties. I'm wearing your boots. Ain't I a scary little monster? Oh, hardly scary at all. And my final verdict, and this is literally going to be the last part of the video. Sam Smith is boring. I said this at the start of the video. I'm saying it at the end of this video. Sam Smith, you're nothing but a boring, lazy musician. Nothing shocking, controversial about you at all. You've got your money now, retire, and try and think about something so provocative that people will be talking about you in the years and years to come. With the exception of videos like this, and people like Piers Morgan calling you names, really, this whole Sam Smith thing, not worthwhile. I am the Dragon Barriers here to say Sam Smith is boring. Look at the artists that I've made mention in the past, and you'll know why parents were kept up at night during the 1970s and the 1980s. See ya.